Well, good afternoon from Redfish, Idaho. We arrived here yesterday after about an hour's drive from a little small town called Loman, which is on the Payette River, where we disperse camped. Um, and yesterday we drove through some small towns on along Highway 75, or actually Highway 21. En route, we drove through this very small town. And I mean small, it had a population of, say, 30 people, and it was called Stanley. And I don't know the historical reference to this small town, but it is tiny, and I was told that there were a lot of gangster shootouts, and I mean, old school, like, shootouts back in the days of, like, Clint Eastwood. I don't know. So, the main roads in town weren't even paved. I mean, that's how small this was. And you probably saw from my introduction video of us driving by, and that was in an area called Iron River, and it's right there in Stanley. So this place is beautiful, though. It's flanked by the Sawtooth Mountains, and wow, are these mountains stunning. They remind me a little bit of the mountains in the Trinity Alps in California. They're very jagged, very sawtoothy. They're very covered with snow, and we're going to take a walk here in a second and take a look at what's around this. But right now, we also made a stop in this place called Boonville Hot Springs, and you'll see some images from that place. And the springs have this bathhouse right on the river, and what an experience it was to take a dip and capture some photographs in this historic place. Anyway, it's been raining off and on all morning. Thea and I got in a good hike through the Redfish Lake area and are preparing now to head south on Highway 75 to a series of small towns, one called Ketchum, another one called Haley. I'm told they're quaint. I'm told they've got a great art gallery right in town, and I've seen some pictures, and it seems that there might be some nice modern art there. But we are still making our way to the Tetons, but for now we're stalling as these rainstorms pass through this area. But let's take a tour of the Redfish Lakes area for just a minute. While we're in between rainstorms, as you can see, the roads are quite wet. So as we walk through this campground, there's a couple facts I'm going to share with you. And one, this lake, the Redfish Lake, is roughly 6 miles long, and it is 300 feet at its deepest point. It's about a mile across, and it's stunningly gorgeous. Yesterday was a very clear day, and I'll share with you some pictures from that day. Today it's overcast, and like I said, it's been raining, but you can see the Sawtooth mountain range. I don't know if you guys can see it as I kind of pan around here, but in the distance is that mountain range, and it is absolutely spectacular. It's fantastic. There's a couple peaks, not sure of the name, but you can't see the tops of them very well because they're shrouded by the clouds. So anyway, from Redfish Lake, Idaho, just outside Stanley. Cheers for now.